Hi, and welcome to the Global Education Group's CME video blog, where we address emerging hot topics on the CME enterprise and share them with you. Today we're going to talk about fresh ideas for better CME and CE outcomes. Now, CME outcomes have entered through about 3 different phases over the past 5 or 6 years. So going back about 5 years, we were really just collecting basic data, information on attendance, satisfaction, and bias. And then 2 to 3 years ago, we moved to assessment of learning and competence using statistical methods. Now, over the last couple of years, we're really entering a new phase, and that is collecting value-based and audience-specific outcomes. And so given this new phase that we're entering, let's talk about 3 fresh ideas that we're incorporating and seeing put into practice in the field. The first fresh idea is simply let the experts do the talking. So often we look at our faculty experts as subject matter experts who come, deliver a presentation, and then leave, leaving us to do the outcomes and assessment, and we really haven't been incorporating them fully into the collection of outcomes data. One idea that we've been incorporating is simply using a flip video camera or other inexpensive video camera on site with our faculty following CME activities. We ask them simple questions such as, what did you learn from the CME activity? What did you learn from the audience feedback? What do you think the audience learned? And where are there still needs for education in the future? By recording that information, we can then take that back, use it not only internally, but share it with external audiences to show where the education really met the mark. A second fresh idea, and something that we're seeing, is simply, again, it's all about the patients. You know, we wouldn't have CME without patients presenting with healthcare problems, and so we really need to analyze where and how education is linked to changes in practice as well as patient behavior. One example of this, we teamed up recently with a group here in Colorado called Clinical and Patient Educators Association. We were doing education in areas where, frankly, there was a problem with patient compliance. We were able to work with this partner, CPEA, to actually survey patient support and advocacy groups to determine and find out why patients weren't taking the medicines that they were on. And that really augmented our CME. Last, it's all about the presentation and communication of the outcomes information. Frankly, people no longer read 20-page reports about t-tests and statistics speak. They're really interested in what are the results. So what we advise is focus on brief reports and visuals that show how practice actually changed from the CME. And ask yourself, who should be interested in the results or in the outcomes that we're developing? It used to be that we were interested internally, and whether you work at a hospital or healthcare system or you work at a medical education company, we used to be interested in it internally or with the education team. But it's no longer just internal. And even if your education is funded by a grant from the federal government or from a pharmaceutical company, we really need to think beyond the CME grants folks and look at who are their partners at their organizations. People in medical affairs, people in research, and really be focusing our outcomes and the results of our outcomes to impress and to demonstrate to those outside the CME arena what impact CME is actually having not only on practice, but patient behaviors and patient results. As always, if you have any questions about CME outcomes or anything else related to CME or continuing education, please feel free to contact us here at globaleducationgroup.com. For Global, I'm Stephen Lewis. Thanks and have a great day.